A very good afternoon, class 6th. Today we will continue our chapter 12. In this chapter 12, we are on exercise 12.5. So today we will do our exercise 12.5 of chapter 12. In this exercise, you will study about mean proportion. In the previous videos, means in the previous lecture, we have done exercise 12.4. There you learn about the proportion, right? There you learn about the proportions. Two ratios which are equal, they are in proportion. So in that proportion there are four terms: first, second, third and fourth, right? This first and fourth we call extreme, right? Extreme terms, first and fourth, extreme terms. And second and third, this we call middle term or mean term. Middle term and mean term. Clear this? Right? This I told you in the previous lecture. Now, what is the use here of this, that extreme terms and middle term? So, our topic in this exercise 12.5 is mean proportion. So, in this, the mean is about second and third term, right? And proportion is given, it means two ratios are there. One ratio this one, second one is this. proportion आपका तभी होता है बेटा जब दोनों ratios जो होती है equal होती है, right? It means proportion, so वहाँ पे कितनी terms होंगी आपकी 4, तभी आपका proportion होगा A, B, C, D. But the main one is here mean come. It means these two terms will be as 1. Will be as 1. So in this condition the ratio is A ratio B equals to B ratio C. Remember this point only in the mean proportion, because see, at the mean proportion the second and the third term of the ratios, in proportionality second and the third term we call as middle term or mean term. So for in that case this one, A ratio B equals to B ratio C. See here second and third term is only one term, that is B, right? So that's why it is mean proportion. Now you know, I hope now you understand what is mean proportion, in which second and third term is same, or you can say the proportion in which second and third term are equal, right? जिस proportion में आप second और third term, जिस ratios में आपकी second और third term same होती है, like 1:2 equals to 2:4. Clear? Second and third term are equal, that is called mean proportion. Now with this mean proportion one more come, if the ratios are like this, A ratio B equals to B ratio C, what we call this? This is called the continued proportion. What we call continued proportion. Clear this? Continued proportion. Now as you know, these two terms B equals to the mean proportion, B is called mean proportion, right? And A and C, These are the, what are these? These are, in the case of proportion, these are extreme. Otherwise, C1, only the C is the third proportion. C क्या होगा? Third proportion. This is in terms of A, B and C. B is called mean proportion of A and C because it comes in between A and C. ये A और C के बीच में आ रहा है बेटा, इसलिए what we call it mean proportion. And what we call C? C is the third proportion. After this, in the proportion topic, we have done that product of extreme equal to product of middle term or product of mean. Product of extreme first and last equals to the product of the middle term or mean term. सेम कंडीशन रहेगी हमारी मीन प्रपोर्शन में. A क्रॉस C equals to B in the middle, so B multiply B. Clear this point? Product of extreme equals to the product of mean or middle terms. Right? So basically बच्चे इसमें क्या है आपका मेन प्रोपोर्शन में जो टॉपिक हुआ है, चेंजमेंट आया है जो प्रोपोर्शन से, दैट इज़ कि यहाँ पे जो मिडल टर्म होंगी, प्रोपोर्शन में हमारी मिडल टर्म जो थी वो डिफरेंट थी, बट मीन प्रोपोर्शन में द मिडल टर्म इज सेम एंड दैट इज ओनली 1. एंड व्हाट वी कॉल दैट मीन प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ A and C. Clear this one? If anyone have doubt, introduction about, you can comment, right? After this, in your book, one question is given that you have to think. 2, 11, 11 and 61 are in continued proportion. For this, we have to use this formula. First and last and the middle terms. 2 to 6 are 12, 122 and 11, 11, 121. So no, these are not in proportion, and the reason is in the proportion, mean proportion, B cross B equals to A cross C, or you can write AC. Mean proportion equals to the first product of first and third term. Clear? So now come to the exercise. This is about the introduction. What do you mean by mean proportion? What is continued proportion? Right? What is first term, second term and third term? Now come to the first question, that is K1. If X, Y and Z are in continued proportion, means this is already given to you that they are in continued proportion, then some fill-ups are also there. First one is Y cross Y equals to, so देखो बेटा मीन का जो है आपका मिडल टर्म्स का जो प्रोडक्ट है दैट इज इक्वल्स टू प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एक्सट्रीम. सो व्हाट विल कम हेयर, आइदर एक्स जेड और एक्स क्रॉस जेड. B1, Y is called the, so Y, what we call to Y, we call this mean proportion. Y is called the mean proportion. Right? Now C part, Z is called the, so देखो Z जो है that is the last term, so Z we call third proportion. What we call to Z? Third proportion. Right? D part is the consequent of the first ratio and first ratio. See, this is like this. Consequent of the first ratio, first, mean and third, or you can say first, second, third. तो consequents क्या होते हैं हमारे? Consequents mean after and antecedent first. So consequence of the first ratio, first is this यानी y, and antecedent of the second ratio r. See, this one you will take like this, not that. X ratio y equals to y ratio z, right? They are in the continuous performance. So it is given that consequence of the first ratio, so consequent is this y, and antecedent of the second ratio. So देखो बेटा ratios ही होती हैं आपकी. This one is consequent and this one is antecedent. A comes first, so this is antecedent and this one is consequent, right? So antecedent of the second ratio, this one y, and consequent of the second ratio, what is this? Y common, and this one is continued proportion. This is in continued proportion. Now see once again the question. They are saying the consequence of the first ratio. So consequent first ratio ये है, consequent y है, and antecedent of the second ratio. Second ratio this, antecedent of this ratio is also y. R किस फॉर्म में है बेटा ये? R in continued proportion. What you will write here? Continued proportion. Clear? Now come to the K2. The first and the third term given below, find their mean proportion, right? So for these type of question, A equals to 9 and 25, right? So in continued proportion, we know B cross B equals to A cross C. BB as it is 9 multiplied 25, which is equals to 225, right? And जो 225 है ये b स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. This is the square of 15. When you multiply 15 by 15, your answer is 225. So I can write like this, and this will change. So b equals to 15, and b is what? Mean proportion, right? Mean proportion is 15. Same like this you have to do in all the parts. Like see, one more part I will do here. B. Here the given are, what are given? 3 and 12. You will write like this: A equals to 3 and B equals to 12. 3 multiplied 12, that is 36. B square 36, 6 6 are 36, right? Square cut by square, b equals to 6. So mean proportion equals to 6. Clear this one? Like this you have to do the rest two parts, C and D. Just use the formula of the continued proportion, that is this. And this one we have done in the part of the ratio also. The product of the first and the fourth means product of the extreme equals to the product of the middle terms, right? Now K3. In the K3 is, if the given pair of the numbers are in continued proportion, find the third proportion for each pair. So k third, it is also same beta. It is given that they are in continued proportion. So same we will do. A part, we will take A equals to 9 and B equals to 12. Wait, in this we have to find the third proportion. So B given है, C हमें find करना है. Sorry for the misinterruptions. Find the third proportion for each pair. Here B is given and C we have to find. So in, or you will write here, according to, what you will write? According to continued proportion, that is B cross B equals to A multiply with C. See, by this formula it is very easy to find out. B value we know, 12 multiply 12 equals to 9 multiply the value of the C. We don't know, so we will put it as it is same, C. After this, now we will take this 9 this side, 12 multiply 12. Here this 9 is in multiply, so we will take it this side, then it turns into division, or it will be the denominator. C will remain as it is. Now cut. 9 divided by 3, 12 divided by 3, 4. Again 3 ones are 3, 12 divided by 3, 4 comes. So 4 multiply 4 equals to C, which is equals to 16. Clear? So third proportion equals to 16. So this is the way to find the third proportion. Now come to the B part. That is also that first two proportions are 12 and 13, and find the third one. So same like this, in this also we have to find the value of the C part, that is A equals to 12 and B equals to 30, right? So according to the continued proportion, B multiply B means product of the mean equals to the product of the first and the third proportion. Value of B is 30. 30 multiply 30 equals to A equals to 12 multiply C as it is. This 12 come down equals to C. Now cut it with 2. 12 divided by 2 6 and 30 divided by 2 comes 15. Again with, you can cut by 2 or 3, that is. Firstly we will cut with 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Again 15, 3 5s are 15. 5 multiply 15 equals to C equals to 75. So the value of the C is 75. Clear the key third? Now come to the key fourth. Rest part of this question you will do yourself. Check whether the following groups of numbers are in continued proportion or not. So see, you will write same as it is. A equals to 5, B equals to 10 and C equals to 20. So if they are continued, then they will be equals to this 10 cross 100. Sorry, 10 multiply with 10, 100. 5 multiply with 20, 100. Equal, it means yes, they are in continued proportion. Rest part also you will check like this, same as it is. आप ऐसे ही check करेंगे rest parts को भी. Putting the value of A, B and C. Put in the formula B multiply B equals to A multiply C. Why this B? Because these are the mean. Right? Now come to the S1. Now how to find the values? आप वैल्यूज़ कैसे फाइंड करेंगे मिसिंग टर्म्स की इन मीन प्रपोर्शन. like S1 is find the value of the x if the numbers 8, 12 and 10 plus x are in continued proportion. Right? So for this, same, a equals to 8, b equals to 12 and c equals to 10 plus x. Continued proportion means we will put the formula b cross b equals to a cross c. b is 12 multiplied with 12 equals to 8 cross 10 plus c है, so we will put this 10 into bracket. This 8 will come this side. Equals to 10 plus x. 2 4s are 2 6s. Either keep this 6 as it is. 4 3s are 12. 6 3s are 18 equals to 10 plus x. Here this 10 in plus, when we change the side it goes in minus, and that is 8. So the value of the x is 8. Clear students? This is the way to find the value of the missing numbers in continued proportion, not in proportion. अगर proportion की बात होती तो ये क्या आता है यहाँ पे 8 ratio product of these two, multiply the product and we can evenly continue interchange भी करके हम उसको product find out कर सकते हैं, which we have done in exercise 12.4. Right? Now S2, the group of the numbers x 14 and 49 and y 9, y and 36 are in continued proportion. Find the value of the z if x, y, z 2 are in continued proportion. So by this, firstly, the first group, you will write here group 1, whose is x 14 and 49. In which proportion? In continued proportion. Complete, you will write yourself. So in continued proportion, b is this, I am writing here a equals to x, b equals to 14 and c equals to 49. b cross b equals to a cross c. b is 14, 14 cross 14 equals to x cross 49. Again this 49 come here, this side, which is equals to x. Now it cut by 7. 7 7s are 49, 7 2s are 14. Again 7 2s are 14. X equals to 4. Right? Now come to group second, which is 9, y and 36. So they are also in continued proportion. So same, a equals to 9, b equals to y and c equals to 36. So b, y cross y, which is equals to 36 cross 9. What is this? This become y square. 9 6 are 54, 5 9 3s are 27 and 5 32. And this 324 is the square of 18. Square cut by square, y equals to 18. Right? Now from this we get the value of the y equals to 18. Now come to the group third. In the group third, they said that x, y and z are also in proportion, means 4, 18 and z also in proportion. So here A equals to 4, B equals to 18 and Z equals to C equals to Z, right? Same formula we apply. B cross B equals to A cross C, or you can say 4 cross Z. Again this 4 come this side in division or in denominator place. Cut by 2, then 9. Again 9. 9 nines are 81, which is equals to Z. So the value of the Z is 81, right? Value of the X 4, value of the Y is 18 and value of the Z is 81. Clear, students? So this is the way to do the question when the question are in continued proportion. When the question is given in the continued proportion, we will apply the formula. फॉर्मूला कंप्लीट एक्सरसाइज में बेटा एक यही अप्लाई हुआ है, जस्ट वैल्यूज़ को चेंज किया है. सी S3 इज इफ द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द एक्सट्रीम्स ऑफ टू रेशियो in continuous proportion is 100. It means what? Extremes are A and C, right? See that question also. S3. The product of extremes of two ratios in continued proportion is 100. So product of extreme means A cross C equals to 100, right? Find the mean proportion of the ratios. So mean proportion means B cross B, right? So according to continued proportion, according to this, B cross B equals to A cross C. So here come B square and this is 100. Can I write this 100 as 10 multiple 10, which is equals to square, right? I can write it like this. Square cut by square and value of the B equals to 10. So the mean proportion is equals to 10. Clear? After this, the A1 is the cost of 4 pence is rupees 24. Find the cost of 24 pence using the concept of continued proportion. How you will do that? Now see. 4 pence 24. SA1. Firstly we write what is given. Cost of 4 pence equals to 24 rupees 24. Find the cost of 24 pence and we have to find the cost of 24 pence, right? So I will take it x rupees. So in proportion में क्या हो जाएगा? देखो ratios में क्या हो जाएगा? ये 4:24 and 24:x. Pen, cost. They are equal. So this become the mean proportion in continued proportion. A equals to 4, B equals to 24 and C equals to x. B cross B equals to A cross C. 24 multiply 24 equals to 4 multiply x. This 4 will come this side and equals to x. 4 6 are 24. Now 24 multiply with 6. 6 4 are 24. 2 6 2 are 12 and 2 14. Rupees 144 x. X means the cost of 24 pence is rupees 144. Now it is clear how this 144 come. देखो यहाँ पे इन्होंने this 24 rupees 24 given था. After that they said cost of 24 pence, right, which is means B is equal 24. After that A2, the ratio of the number of boys to girls in class 6th is 9:5. If the ratio of the number of the boys to girls in class 7th is 15:x and 9:15 proportion 15:x, find the value of the x, and this question you can do yourself. Okay students. After that A third is the number of novels and science books in a library are 45 and 20 respectively. The ratio between the number of the novels and history books is equal to the ratio between the number of history book and science book. Find the number of the history books in the library. So this also you will try to do yourself. If anyone have any problem, they can comment and ask. And after that, we will in the next lecture we will do the another method, that is unitary method. And this method you have done in class 4th also, where when we knows about the cost of some items, then we find the cost of one, and then again we will find the cost of some few more items, right? That we call the unitary method. And in details we will discuss tomorrow, means in the next lecture. Clear students? If anyone have any doubt, you can comment and ask.